Hello, I am Stephen Kosslyn. I'm the president of Active Learning Sciences Incorporated, and it's a pleasure to be here. Let's look at those two words. The noun, the most important thing is learning. So it's about what students actually acquire and how they change. But it's active learning. So students have to actually be engaged and use the information that they're given in some ways. So active learning sets students up not only to learn, to actually take the information in, but actually to use it, to be able to take that information and apply it to what they're doing in their personal lives, in their jobs, in the real world. So active learning is really a step above the rote memorization that's common in most kinds of educational institutions. The one thing we know for sure about the future is that we don't know for sure what's going to happen in the future. Things are changing, and students, to be properly educated, need to have the tools to adjust, to adapt as the world changes. So moving forward, a critical thing is to use techniques of teaching, of pedagogy, that will help students acquire the kinds of tools that they can use to adapt as the world changes and to flourish, to actually lead full, fulfilling lives in an uncertain future. Take, for example, water rights. Let's imagine we're in a course where we're teaching negotiation skills, and we want students to learn how to negotiate with other people who have different positions and know proper compromises and proper ways to advocate for one's own position. One way you can do that is you set up a scenario. For example, it might be water rights, that you might have farmers who need water for their crops, homeowners who need water to wash and water their lawns, then engineers who have to figure out how to get the water to where it's going, conservationists who want to try to minimize, different roles. So you might set up a role-playing exercise where each of the different constituencies, the different roles, makes a case for why they should get more water. And then you bring them together and they have to negotiate. And they can actually see how the skills that they've read about play out when they actually use them. So active learning is more than just reading or hearing a lecture and memorizing what you've been told. It's actually using that information in a way that will help the information stick. You'll actually remember it, but probably more important, you'll be able to use it. The crucial idea that underlies active learning is learning by using. So you don't want students just to memorize information. You want them to learn the information in a way that they can put to use in their lives, in their jobs, in the world writ large. So competencies can be thought of as having two components. One component is knowledge, where you know something, but the other component is a set of skills, where you understand how to apply what you've learned. So for the future, that sort of competency, where you know something, but you also know how to use it effectively, is going to be increasingly important.